Me, I don't know.
Yes, no.
I don't have none. So you.
Spanish tone.
I shall just sit and listen.
Right. So this has been going on for I don't know how long. This debate about fixed election dates. Well, the Andrew Holness administration says it is working feverishly to table legislation in Parliament for the establishment of these dates in Jamaica. He told journalists at his second quarterly press conference yesterday at Jamaica House that drafting instructions had been given by the government for legislation to be crafted that would ultimately give effect to a system of fixed election dates. Quote, I would say that if the process finishes before the end of the year, right, okay. We would want to take that bill as quickly as possible. We welcome all the suggestions that are being made about a fixed time for calling by-elections, and this is something that we agree with. In fact, within the framework of the fixed election date, we would also address calling by-elections within a specified period of time. You know why this is being talked about now?
Yep.
There's still no date for this by-election in Southeast, right?
Yep.
St. Mary.
Yep.
I guess this is partly why this discussion is being had.
I think the opposition was saying that it shouldn't be just up to the Prime Minister to decide when he feels that it should be called.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of...
I think
there's one in Portia
St. Andrew.
I think in Portia Simpson Millers.
I think there are two more in addition to Southeast St. Mary.
Yeah, so there's one in the Greenwich Town area and one in Portland or St. Mary. And there's another one somewhere, I think.
So the ECJ says it's carrying out... Yes, Harrow would know.
Yeah, Omar
Davies.
Davies
yes.
Where is that? South St. Andrew or something? Yeah, South St. Andrew.
Didn't that Mr. first a while ago?
That did you say first? So Mrs. Simpson Miller is what kind of St. Andrew?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, so I wouldn't.
Right. So those three, yeah, you're right, those three. What else?
The ECJ says it's carrying out research in other countries to see how they do it, so that we can...
I'm not certain I understand about the fixed by-election because you don't know when the by-election went to come up.
So you guess, I guess, depending on whatever circumstance would trigger the by-election, it would be done within a particular time.
Okay.
I think he came out of some, not fire, but they were asking him yesterday as well about the Junction Road. Yeah. And the plans to fix the Junction Road and the optics of that with the by-election around the corner.
So they're saying the suggestion is that's the reason it's being fixed now because the boss fixed it, so make a vote for it.
He said it was being talked about from Dr. Green's time, and you know government can't win because if you don't fix the road is a problem, if you fix the road is a problem. But he's certainly open to bipartisan discussions about the matter. So that's that. So we'll see how this progresses. We'll keep an eye on that for you as we head across to Mexico. What a tragedy in Mexico.
A 8 point something, then a 7 point something earthquake like this.
Have you seen how the buildings just fell?
Yeah, man. I was watching something yesterday, and apparently they know that there's someone alive in one of them, and they can't reach them.
Is that the 8-year-old girl?
I'm not certain, but they said they know that someone is there. So they've sent help from the United States. But they can't reach, and I don't know if the person is still alive. Because they're
boulders on top of the people, and they say with each passing hour, the odds of finding anybody alive.
There's this one particular building that I hear
I think it's a school. Is it
I hear somebody or they know for a fact that the person is alive, and apparently they just can't reach.
That's a horrible. But I tell you, this earthquake thing scares me half to death, you know. I mean, people complain about hurricanes, but at least you have a greater chance. You can prepare, can evacuate when an earthquake hits.
And then there was one in Japan, a 6.1 in Japan, 3 days ago? Yeah, 6.1 in Japan 3 days ago. So, and then sometimes it triggers tsunamis and stuff like that.
I know.
So, yeah.
So this dog has been hailed a hero after it joined the search for survivors of the Mexico quake. I think they say he saved about 50 people already. I guess going around just kind of sniffing around and see what's happening. He's pointing folks to survivors. There he is. His name is Frida. Is it Frida, a boy or a girl? But Frida has been working, there you go, wearing goggles, a waistcoat, and all-terrain boots. Frida walks and searches and finds people who are alive. She recently saved 12 victims after an earlier earthquake, and I think I was reading, that she's over 50 lives now saved. So God bless you there, doggy. You're doing a good and brave work in saving lives. But it really is it's terrible.
Yeah,
it's terrible. Our thoughts and prayers with the folks in Mexico.
And then in Dominica, with the hurricane, them done. Them just finished. The Prime Minister actually was crying when he spoke. Apparently even his place get mashed up too. Incredible.
His roof was apparently among the first to go.
Yeah.
We were speaking to Garfield Burford yesterday of ABS, and I guess when you know it really reached you is when you saw when you broke down in tears.
Yeah, man.
I guess when you see the country that you grew up in or that your heart is with just devastated like that.
It's smash up.
They're going to need a lot of help, folks, and this is when the rest of the region has to rally. I don't want to say they're done. They can come back. I remember somebody saying yesterday on social media that after he walked to Jamaica when Gilbert passed, we never knew we could come back either. But we have. It's going to take time and it's going to need help, but they can.
Yeah.
They can come back.
This is not great news. But the hurricane season don't finish yet.
No.
Not great news, but there could be more.